Your time has come to party. It's a jiggle wiggle party. It's a jiggle wiggle wiggle. Hey, this is Mike McCready, your host on episode 64 of the Hookblast Podcast, and the guy no one gets to boss around and make clean up his room. That's right. I do it when I want to, as long as I have it done before I record my podcast. Oh, and even though you know I don't like to brag right at the top of the show, I'm making an exception today because I've been accepted as a member of a very exclusive club. One that took me years to qualify for. I get benefits most folks only dream about. Yep. I'm a member at Costco. I have arrived. Yeah. Anyway, this is the podcast where we discover a few new catchy songs. I only play the hooks. You add the songs you love to your own streaming playlists or follow mine. You rock out all week, and the next week we repeat. Navigate to episode 64 at hookblast.com to vote for your favorite song today. The song with the most votes 2 weeks ago on episode 62 was Ready, Set, Go by Lipbone Ready. Okay, I hope the month of April's treating you better than it is me. Do you ever wake up, kiss the person sleeping beside you, and feel glad you're alive? Well, I did a while back. And now Delta apparently says I can't fly on their airline anymore. I figured they would have forgotten me by now, but nope. Turns out I'm on a list. But it's okay. I don't think I want to fly much anymore anyway. It seems like all the airlines are cutting back services again. Recently I was on a flight, and when the flight attendant asked me if I'd like to have some dinner, I asked, "What are my choices?" And he said, "Your choices are yes or no." Unbelievable. Okay, let's play some hooks. First up on the show today is a song with a sound influenced by late 90s and early 2000s pop divas, with a splash of R&B. Sadie says she wrote it to address her need to seek validation from others. I know something about that. I vowed to get back at my high school bully for always taking my lunch money. So I got a job at a Subway near where he worked, and I took his lunch money every Monday and Thursday for a year. Yeah, I learned how to make a pretty good tuna sandwich at the same time. I guess I showed him. I bet he isn't a member at Costco. This is validation. Used to give all that I had to you. That was my mistake. I was such a fool. I would change just to please you, but now I don't give a I do what I want to. I'm a newbie. I'm so proud to be her. Who even is she? She is never unsure, and now I'm making moves that are on my own terms. Watching that. I don't need your validation. I'm doing just fine. Used to need your validation, but that was a waste of time. I don't need your validation. So I don't need your validation. That's validation. Evan Kremin is back on the show this week, and he's here with a new song, Rats in a Maze, which he says he wrote after his wife suggested he do more to advance his career. My wife never gives me career advice, although once she did suggest I take the job offer I received as a fire engine apprentice. But deep down, I knew I was never going to be a fire engine.
Hey, it takes is the blood from your veins. They will scratch you, they'll claw you, they'll bat you around, and how quickly they'll forget your name. Give up the game, 'cause all of your plans gonna change. Hey, hear what I say. This is how we spend all of our days, like rats in a maze.
If you like that, you're probably into Billy Joel and even some Goo Goo Dolls. Behind that is Venus with Coffee.
Never wanna fight like we did last night. Said some things that we shouldn't say. Sprinkle some words that we both know aren't right. Now we're so ashamed. Felt like pins and needles when we laid in bed. Back to back, not a single word was said. Oh, well, baby, I'm sorry. Bring me that strong black coffee. Hot 'cause my body is calling. Rise like the sun in the morning.
Venus says that's a great makeup song. Yeah, I thought of a good makeup joke. Okay. Why is lipstick losing market share? Because we live in a mask era. See what I did? A mask era. Mascara. Yeah, I know. I'm a genius. Okay, coming up next on episode 64 of the Hookblast Podcast is a song called Let's Talk About Us from Kenny Wilkins featuring Gabrielle Ori.
Let's talk about us. There's chemistry between us. I'm what you see, you what I see. Straight up, talk about it. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your vibes, without speaking a word, because it's written all over your face. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about us. There's chemistry between us. I'm what you see, you what I see. Straight up. Speaking a word, because it's written all over your face. Let's talk.
Let me tell you about my girl, how she came in and turned my world upside down, inside out. Make a brother
It kind of reminds you of the Hamiltons, doesn't it? The Hookblast Podcast is sponsored by Music Xray, where the music industry goes to find high potential songs and talent like the kind you hear here. Musicians who are new users can apply promo code HOOKBLAST21 at checkout to remove the transaction fee on their first submission. I like promo codes and coupons and scratch-off lottery games, really any kind of card game. My wife said she might leave me due to my obsession with poker. I'm pretty sure she's bluffing. Next, we have a song from artist Elevate Me Later featuring Cafino with Good to You. Okay, that's all the time we have for episode 64 of the Hookblast Podcast. I hope you have a great week. I had big plans at the beginning of last week. I made a grand romantic overture to my wife. I purchased a big world map and I hung it on the wall, and I told my wife as soon as the pandemic is over, I'll take her wherever the dart landed when I covered my eyes and threw it. So, she demanded a do-over because, as it stands, we're going to be spending our vacation behind the refrigerator. So the do-overs this week. Wish me luck. Anyway, all the songs are used with permission of the rights holders. If you do one thing for me today, please go add these songs to your playlists, the ones that you love today, and just play them on repeat. Yeah. But if you do two things for me today, please rate and review the show in your podcast app. It will really help this show in our next stage of growth. It lets sponsors and other podcasters and podcast companies know I'm cool, which everybody already knows. But, it shows that I have an engaged audience who trusts me. So if you're still listening, please give the show the love it deserves. And, if you do three things for me, and, why not, as long as you're on a roll, but you don't have to. I'll settle for just two things. But anyway, slide on over to hookblast.com and sign up to our email list at the top of the homepage. And while you're there, don't forget to go vote for your favorite song on today's episode. And if you're still feeling like you haven't done enough, please share this episode with just, I don't know, 1,000 or 2,000 people. Hey, if you don't ask, I'll catch you right back here next week with a fresh batch of new hooks. Bye-bye.